What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla stock and what you should be looking out for the future of this company. I'm also going to break down some major tweets that just came out from the man, the myth, the legend himself, Elon Musk, that in my opinion are going to be huge for Tesla in the next upcoming weeks. Now, before I break down what Elon Musk just said and also what's going on with Tesla's share price, I do have to mention a couple of things real quick. The first thing is I'm not a financial planner, so please don't take this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, it benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last things, if you guys can, please check out the Webull link down below and in the description. If you sign up for Webull with the link down below and deposit any amount of money into the account, you are guaranteed 5 free stocks, each worth up to $2,000. And you could always sell those 5 free stocks for cash and use that cash to buy some Tesla shares for free. This is a limited time offer that ends in just 2 weeks, so please check it out to get your free Tesla shares. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So anyways, looking at Tesla, obviously this thing was a little bit red for the day, and I did make a prediction that would be slightly green. I was not that far off. I was off by about 20 bucks, but overall we were a little bit in the red despite what we saw. However, earlier today, if we actually zoom out, we could see Tesla spiked all the way up to $934 a share, and there's a very good reason as to why this happened. So I did release my previous video. I believe I released it at a certain time. Then Elon Musk ended up tweeting a couple of hours after, and then that did end up changing the way this thing ended up moving. But let's talk about what he just said. So right here, many people were talking about the fact that Elon Musk has been selling his Tesla shares to finance what he's doing with Twitter. And then he replied and he announced that no further Tesla sales planned after today. So he's not going to be selling any more shares. That's a very good sign for us. That's absolutely incredible. And that's going to be very good when we start to recover it within 2 weeks, in my opinion. Now, let's also talk about this right here. We actually have more details about this. In total, if you actually look at the headline, he unloaded $8.4 billion of Tesla stock to finance his Twitter takeover, but he does claim he does not want to sell anymore. So this is just an example of what many sources are doing. We could see the fact that he sold Tesla stock. That's the big headline, obviously in black font. Then in gray font, they mentioned this, and it's not like easy to notice. So just something I just want to put out there, but let's actually get on with this. So right here, we could see that on Tuesday and Wednesday, he sold the bulk of his shares, unloading 4.4 million shares on just those 2 days alone, according to the filings from the SEC. And then he sold another 5.2 million shares on Thursday. That was right after, I think, after he did that, right? He tweeted that he's not going to sell anymore. So as a result, that did play a role in why Tesla dropped the way it did in share price. I think some people may have also known and also ended up selling with him. But like I said before, it's not the end of the world because a lot of people were very concerned. They were very scared about this. They were worried that Elon Musk is selling Twitter. He's going to need billions of dollars to finance what he's doing with Twitter. But now we have relief. We have certainty. We know he's not planning on selling anymore as of right now. And that's a very, very good sign. It's a fantastic sign. So when it comes to the way Tesla is running, I think this is going to be very, very good for the future because you could see what happened was this thing ended up pushing to the upside. We broke past the $900 level of resistance. We pushed above the $919 to $915 level of resistance. And then we pushed all the way up to $934. That's a fantastic sign because when you break this down from the 5-day chart, right over here, you could see that Tesla before, when this thing had that push to the upside, we had resistance at 919, and now we pushed to 934, which just goes to show we're able to break past these levels of resistance. And when the time comes for recovery, it's not going to happen over a long period of time. I think it's going to happen really fast, and this thing is going to push up very, very hard when the recovery day comes. Now, as of right now, the market's not perfect. It's not in the best of positions. In fact, it looks kind of confused right now based off what we're seeing. And the reason for that is because we have the FOMC meeting. This is the meeting from the Fed that's going to affect our monetary policies. It's going to affect the rate at which they're tapering when it comes to bond purchases or them selling bonds. And also, when it comes to the rate hikes and all those things that affect our economy that could slow it down, impact money velocity, and all those things that hurt or maybe slow down our economy. This is their way of addressing inflation. And the Fed right now has big meetings coming up. The big one is going to be between the 3rd and 4th, the 4th being the big meeting where we find out what on earth is reported, to what degree they raise the federal funds rate, and all that good stuff. So May 3rd through the 4th, mark that on your calendars, but the 4th is going to be the bigger day. And I think going into that meeting, there's a lot of uncertainty right now. The market is kind of confused, it acts kind of crazy, and it's exaggerating. And I do think that Tesla's going to drop as a result of that. I'm not sure about Monday just yet. I am going to release a video on Sunday about my Monday prediction by being a lot more meticulous, but right now, as stated before, I do think that Tesla is going to drop going into the day of that meeting, find support, and then bounce, get a really nice bounce, and then continue to rally to the upside. And I think it's going to rally really hard and really fast once it's ready to do that. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen next week or the week after, but very soon. I do believe this thing is going to push right back up to the $1,000 range. You might think I'm crazy, but I don't think that it's the end of the world. So this depends on what on earth the Fed is doing too, right? If the Fed surprises us with a 75 basis point rate hike, which is extremely, extremely unlikely in my opinion, but if they somehow did that, then yeah, the market could crash. Tesla's going to crash too, but that's extremely unlikely. Like there's less than a 1% chance of that happening, according to many analysts. So it's most likely going to be a 50 basis point rate hike, and that's already priced in based off previous action we've seen. I mean, if you look at the SPY has just been hammered, and we're going into this meeting so low compared to where the all-time high was. You can see the SPY has just been dropping and dropping and dropping. So has the Nasdaq in the market collectively. So as stated before, we're probably going to be bearish for parts of next week until that rate hike is announced, until the big meeting passes. I think Tesla's going to rally, and I think this thing is going to recover very, very fast. It's almost going to look like a V-shaped recovery. It's going to be very, very good, and I think we're just going to soar past all of these resistance levels very, very quickly. Be prepared for that. I mean, after one Elon Musk tweet, this thing went from 821 at that low point where we found our bounce all the way up to 934 in such a short period of time. Just goes to show this thing will run when it's ready. So I'm pretty bullish for the next like 2 weeks. I think we're going to get a big drop followed by a big bounce and a push to the upside really, really hard. And I think we're doing quite well. So don't worry too much. Be prepared for that. And when you do start to play with whether it's calls or puts, or if you want to sell covered calls, which I don't recommend doing for Tesla, but if you have these strategies in mind, keep this in your mind and be prepared, because you want to closely watch what the Fed is doing, right? If the Fed does something crazy, if they surprise us, which is very unlikely, it could have a negative effect. I see that very, very unlikely. And going forward, the future still looks very bright. So I want to talk about this too. Somebody asked Elon Musk, when is the full self-driving beta update coming? And Elon Musk mentioned the update probably goes to wide release next week. This is a big one. So we have a big update for the full self-driving technology. The beta is going to be a lot better. And every single day, every single week, I believe it's going to get better and better and better. And it's a very bullish catalyst for the future of this company. And that's the reason why Tesla is still worth hundreds of billions of dollars. It has not crashed to 50 billion in market cap. And I don't see it crashing anywhere near. Some people are trying to spread FUD saying it's going to crash. I don't see that, guys. I think that we are going to find a bottom for the short term. I think that we're going to bounce. We're going to push to the upside. There may be other moments in time where we see drops kind of like this. I mean, if you look at the last few months, yeah, there are going to be some moments like this, but it's not the end of the world. Tesla's not going down to 200 or 300 in my opinion. I think this thing is just going to keep on trading in these cycles where it drops and pushes up to the upside. Maybe it drops again due to the Fed or something else, but I don't see a straight up market crash as of right now. I do think there are going to be big corrections like this. I mean, Tesla did go from 1150 all the way down to the 800s in a relatively short period of time, but I don't think it's just going to keep dropping and dropping and dropping forever. We're going to get moments where we get relief, and I do see that coming for Tesla very soon. And as for the long term, I'm still incredibly bullish, still very, very bullish based off the fact that their deliveries are very healthy, based off the different sectors they are innovating. And I do think that Kathy Wood's target of this thing breaking past 4,600 a share within the next, I think, 4 years, 4 or 5 years is very likely. In fact, it may be underestimating how high this thing goes without accounting for the stock split. So still very bullish. Nothing has changed. Enjoy the weekend and just know Elon Musk is not going to be selling more shares for the next upcoming weeks. He does not plan on doing that. And that's a very good sign because when relief time comes, this thing could soar to the absolute moon. And I do see it coming, like I said before, within the next 2 weeks. I definitely see a big recovery coming and it's looking fine. So be calm, cool, and collected. When you see the stock dropping, remember its fundamentals, remember its future, and if you believe in it, right? If you believe in this company, you should not be afraid of red periods like this. More will come in the future. There will be red months. Maybe for the next upcoming years, we're going to see many, many moments like this. It's not the end of the world. Be calm, be ready, because we are going to bounce back soon, and I see this thing soaring to the absolute moon. So anyways, enjoy your weekend, guys. I wish the best for each and every one of you. Stay strong, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Tesla to the moon, and peace out.